Hi everyone, this is Kelly Kaler, and today we're talking about Dropbox. For open calls, we have a lot of things happening at one time, a lot of moving parts and pieces, and a lot of different documents with very valuable information. So what we want to do is just kind of gather all that and put it into one place so that we're all logging into the same thing and seeing all the information in just one space. So if you haven't already, go ahead and sign up for a Dropbox account. Just go to dropbox.com and sign up for a free account. And then you can also get Dropbox on your phone if you download the app. That way you can retrieve information not only from your computer, but also when you're on the go on your smartphone. So you should have received an invitation already from me for this folder called Open Calls 2013. And when you click in there, you're going to see one folder for each of the states and cities that we have open calls in. And within each of these folders is the same exact information for each of these areas. So if we just go into one, you'll see these 5 items. The first is the master list, which is kind of just a big overview of the open call for that city or state. There's a folder for hotel information, so this would be things like the agreement or the room setup, maybe some contact information. These are things that this is a folder that would be populated by Steve and Tiffany Haig. I know that Mike also takes pictures at a lot of the hotels, so you can upload that information here in this folder. Numbers is the attendance that Steve puts together, so he will upload that here in this folder. Staff travel accommodations, a lot of times we stay at different hotels than we host our actual event at. So this can be our hotel information that we're sleeping at, as well as rental car information from Lakeisha. And you guys can just either take a screenshot and upload that, or write some information on a Word document and upload that. Whatever's easiest for you guys to get that information across is just fine. And then the last one is temp, staff, and royalty. And this is Janie's lovely Excel chart that she puts together, and she'll just upload that here to this folder. And the main one we want to talk about today is this OC master list. So anytime you click on a document, it's going to download it to your computer. And we'll just pull it up here. And on this master list, there are 2 tabs down here at the bottom, one for each of the open calls. And these 2 tabs are pretty much identical, and they contain 3 different sets of information. The session information, so this includes the dates, the times, the location, attendance, number of temps, that kind of thing. We also have current inventory, so everything that we need to hand out at these OC sessions will go here. And then at the very end, we have shipments. So this is just to keep track of all information in one spot. So if we go to one that's kind of filled out, you can see here our Dallas OC2s. So we have the days filled out and the times, the date, where we're going, the address and phone number of the hotel, how many girls are registered, which comes from Steve's sheet, and then it automatically calculates 70% attendance. So if we know 100 girls are registered, we're expecting about 70 there. And then the reason that it's total attendance, as you can see here, this is a weekend. We have 3 sessions, but this is for the total attendance, and then we have the actual breakdown for each session next to it, is because this chart right here is tied to our current inventory. So it's going to show up red if we don't have enough materials for the next 2 days. So for example, we're about to do this Denton session here, and we see that we have 56.7 girls attending at 70%. So if we come here on the 1st and say we only have 40 Mag 2s, it's going to show up in red because that means we don't have enough to cover this 56.7 girls here. But if we have 70, then we have enough and it just shows up black and perfectly fine. But if we don't have enough of something and it's tied to each of these different cells, then we'll come over here and say, yes, we need a shipment. Then it's the office's job to come in here and see this. Oh, they need more ticket sets, and they're going to say, okay, we're going to ship this to you, and you're going to fill out this shipment side. So you'll put the date that you shipped whatever you're shipping us, when it is supposed to arrive to us, whose name is on the shipment, where you shipped it to, the tracking number. List out what exactly is in the package so that when we open them, we know that we received everything. And then that's all you'll fill out, and then you'll come over here and say, yes, we shipped the shipment. And then the presenter and admin will come in and they will say, oh yes, I received this box on 4/3, so we're good. When you make changes to a document, say that you entered some information here and here we go. Say you entered information and you wanted to save this, what you're going to do is first save it to your computer and make sure that you're saving it under the same name that it's on the Dropbox as. Save it to your desktop, and then when you come back to Dropbox, you're just going to say upload, which is this button right here. Say upload. You're going to choose files, Dallas OC master list, and then it's going to replace the version that we have on there with our new updates. So now when you go to download this, it has our new information in here that we entered. Now if two people, I don't think we'll have this problem, but if two people are editing the same document at one time and they both upload, it's going to upload two different versions, and if I see that, I'll try to go back in and fix that. But I don't think that we'll be using these at the same time, so I don't think that will be an issue. But just always remember, you're going to save to your desktop or your computer first, make sure it's the same name as the document on the Dropbox, and then re-upload it here. Within these folders, you can add other folders. So for hotel information, if I click on that, there's nothing in this right now, but say Steve wanted to enter information about the Intercontinental Hotel, he can add a whole folder in here, Dallas Intercontinental, about this, and then within that folder, he can upload whatever documents he needs to upload. You can add folders to folders, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you're not adding anything within the individual locations, because I want to keep that all uniform, but you can add to any of these folders however you want. And all you do is use these buttons up here to either upload a single document or add a new folder.